24th of October 2024. Welcome to Somalia's premier #1 station for news and updates, Dalsan TV. I'm your presenter, Abdurrahman Yusuf. Tonight, we have quite a full bulletin prepared for you, but lovely viewers, kindly first, let's have a look as to the stories that are making our headlines. Kenya, Somalia calls for smooth transition to new Africa Union security mission. Somalia approves defense cooperation agreement with Tanzania. Somalia looks to tap $2 billion fisheries economy with new policy. The Somali Civil Aviation Authority denies report of government aircraft crashes, calls claim baseless. Somalia condemns deadly terror attack on Turkish defense facility. Somalia pirates resurface, renew threats to global shipping lanes. Glad to have you back. Now let's delve into our full bulletin. Kenyan and Somali leaders have called for smooth transition of security responsibilities from Africa Union Transition Mission in Somalia to the new Africa Union Stabilization Mission in Somalia, scheduled to commence in January 2025. Here's a full story.
Kenyan and Somali leaders have called for a smooth transition of security responsibilities from the African Union Transition Mission in Somalia, ATMIS, to the new African Union Support and Stabilization Mission in Somalia, scheduled to commence in January 2025. Somali President Dr. Hassan Sheikh Mohamud arrived in Nairobi, the capital of Kenya, on Monday for high-level discussions with Kenyan President William Ruto, focusing on security transition and enhancing bilateral cooperation. According to joint communique released on Tuesday in Nairobi, Ruto welcomed the establishment of AUSOM, emphasizing its goal to build on the achievements of its predecessor ATMIS. The Somali leaders praised Ruto for his efforts in supporting state building in Somalia and his role in restoring peace, security, and stability in the Horn of Africa. According to the communique, the two leaders underscored the importance of adequate financing for AUSOM and noted the need to explore all funding options. Ruto assured Mohamud of Kenya's solidarity with Somalia and its commitment to providing necessary support. He also congratulated President Hassan Sheikh Mohamud on Somalia's election as a non-permanent member of the United Nations Security Council for 2025 and 2026, noting that Somalia is poised to play a key role in shaping international discourse on peace and security during critical time of governance reforms.
The Somali Council of Ministers approved the Defense Cooperation Memorandum of Understanding with Tanzania on Wednesday night. Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre, who chaired the meeting, highlighted the importance of the agreement, though details of the Memorandum of Understanding were not disclosed.
The Somali Council of Ministers approved a Defense Cooperation Memorandum of Understanding (MOU) with Tanzania on Wednesday night. Prime Minister Hamza Abdi Barre, who chaired the meeting, highlighted the importance of the agreement, though details of the MOU were not disclosed. In recent months, Somalia has signed similar agreements with Egypt, Turkey, and Azerbaijan to enhance defense cooperation with regional and international partners. The latest defense pact comes as relations between Somalia and Ethiopia have soared following Ethiopia's MOU with Somaliland, signed in January 2024. That agreement granted Ethiopia access to the Red Sea and included establishing a military base in Somaliland, a move Somalia views violating its territorial integrity. Somali officials expressed concern over Ethiopia's Somaliland deal, which has led to increased diplomatic friction. Prime Minister Barre's government has ramped up efforts to secure strategic military alliances in response to what it sees as encroachments on its sovereignty. During Wednesday's meeting, Somalia's Minister of Defense and Security also provided updates on the country's security situation and the ongoing fight against Al-Shabaab. The government said it continues to seek international support to bolster its international security and protect its territorial integrity in the face of regional challenges.
The Somali Civil Aviation Authority has dismissed social media reports claiming that the recently purchased government aircraft have crashed while attempting to land in an unauthorized area. In a statement released on Tuesday, the Somali Civil Aviation Authority refuted these claims, labeling them as part of disinformation campaign by the enemies of Somalia. The Somalia Civil Aviation Authority has dismissed social media reports claiming that the recently purchased government aircraft has crashed while attempting to land in unauthorized areas. In a statement released on Tuesday, the Somali Civil Aviation Authority refuted these claims, labeling them as part of a disinformation campaign by enemies of Somalia. The authority urged the public to rely on official sources for any aviation-related information to avoid being misled by baseless rumors. The denial comes as Somalia continues to enhance its military capabilities. 412 EPX helicopters from Italy for $16 million. These helicopters have significantly boosted Somalia's military capacity since the lifting of the arms embargo, which had previously restricted the country's ability to acquire advanced military equipment. The Somali government has condemned a deadly terrorist attack on Turkish aerospace industries, calling it a heinous act that threatens both global peace and security. The attack, which took place at the Turkish aerospace headquarters near Ankara on Wednesday, claimed the lives of 5 people and injured 22 others, according to Turkish authorities. The ministry also called for stronger international cooperation to combat terrorism, urging global unity to prevent such attacks from undermining shared commitments to peace. The Somali government has condemned a deadly terrorist attack on Turkish aerospace industries, calling it a heinous act that threatens both global peace and security. The attack, which took place at the Turkish aerospace industries headquarters near Ankara on Wednesday, claimed the lives of 5 people and injured 22 others, according to Turkish authorities. In a statement, Somalia's foreign ministry described the assault as a cowardly act that extends beyond Turkey. The attack, described by the Turkish officials as well-coordinated assault, targeted the Turkish aerospace industries, a major defense contractor for manufacturing drones and fighter jets. CCTV footage showed a man and a woman suspected attackers approaching the facility with firearms and backpacks. An explosion followed by gunfire ensued. The Turkish Interior Minister Ali Yerlikaya identified the militant Kurdistan Workers' Party (PKK) as a likely culprit, though no group has officially claimed responsibility. Among the victims were 4 Turkish aerospace industries employees and taxi drivers, raising concerns about the security of Turkey's critical defense infrastructure. The attack drew widespread condemnation, with Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan attending the BRICS summit in Russia, labeling it as a vile act targeting Turkey's defense industry. Russian President Vladimir Putin and NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte both expressed their solidarity with Turkey and condemned the attack. Now, after 5 months of relative calm, Somali pirates have re-emerged, threatening global shipping lanes once again. The European Naval Force, under the Operation Atlanta, has issued an alert following the departure of the suspected pirate action group from Somalia's north or central coast. This development signals a renewed surge in piracy in a region where instability continues to foster maritime crime. After 5 months of relative calm, Somali pirates have re-emerged, threatening global shipping lanes once again. The European Union Naval Force, under Operation Atlanta, has issued an alert following the departure of the suspected pirate group from Somalia's north and central coast. This development signals a new surge in piracy in a region where instability continues to foster maritime crime. The Maritime Security Center, Horn of Africa, reports that the Pirate Action Group, comprising 13 armed pirates, left El Hur area near Hobyo and is heading towards the Indian Ocean. The last major pirate activity occurred on June 7, 2024, when Marshall Islands flogged the Pacific Horn was approached by suspicious vessels. Although that incident ended without harm, it underscored the lingering threat of Somali piracy. The International Maritime Bureau reported that while global piracy incidents from January to September 2024 have reached their lowest level since 1994, Somali pirates remain active. In recent high-profile cases, Somali pirates have demonstrated their continued threat. In December 2023, the MV Ruwen was hijacked and held for 3 months before Indian naval forces freed the crew. Similarly, in March 2024, MV Abdullah was seized and only released after ransom was paid. Lovely viewers, that maritime story rather brings us to the end of our bulletin. I wish to thank the Dalsa media fraternity for making this news edition a success, and you, a lovely viewer, wherever you're watching us from, have yourselves a lovely night, be blessed, and kindly keep tabs.